Welcome back everyone to the October 2018 base race, where during the last episode I made a bit of a mistake. I used concrete in the course of the build, and at the selection phase you're given the option of either using black concrete and sandstone or stone bricks and black glazed terracotta. As you can see here, I'm using both concrete and glazed terracotta, which means that one of them has to go. We'll start with the black and replace the black concrete with black terracotta and see how that looks. That looks simply... That's black? Really? That's black terracotta. That looks truly awful. How's obsidian look here? Obsidian. No, that's not obsidian, that is. There we have it with obsidian. At least that looks better than what we had before. Of course, the other possibility is wool, but I think the texture on wool would really look funny as an exterior. But we could try that because, right? How much? Unless wool is... Oh, no, we're only allowed 12 wool. No, wool is completely out on that matter. So unless I could think of something better, it looks like we are stuck with obsidian. So we'll use that. I'm still thinking about what to do for the red section. So we'll skip over to the blue section. It's a bit dulled, which is why I'm not too keen about using it for the red. But maybe it'll work with the blue a little bit at a time. Terracotta, it just doesn't seem all that wonderful. At least not when it's compared to the vibrancy of the concrete. The other choice is to take out the glazed terracotta down there, but then what do I do in order to make things look interesting? That's why I decided to keep it. No good choice there. And then over here. After some fiddling about, I decided to rearrange how I had the granite. I had the granite down here. I decided to move it up here and use that as the little strip in the middle. Therefore, I've got 16 granite along the corners there and 16 granite on top. Yeah. It's not going to be the loveliest build in the world, but it seems to work. Sort of. It's on Mars. What do you expect? In the middle of nowhere, at least. Wherever, whatever world it's on. I think we have an example here of the palette not quite fitting the build. Ooh, well. Now we want an airlock. And to do an airlock justice, I think I'll be needing it to be 3 wide, and to do that I'm going to take that out and we'll do that. There's this big temptation to turn that into a nether portal. Oh well, it's a portal of some sort. It's a portal into Mars. Yeah, actually, another portal is almost appropriate. if it got chosen and Ed wanted to have the exit to the base dump you right into the nether, that would be a really, really, really weird base race if you got immediately dumped into the nether. Oh, well, let's find all these things in the nether. Oh, not too sure I really like the idea of creating such an opportunity. There you go. I do really think I need to have some steps going down there. Yeah, what would be a good set of stairs? Now, unfortunately, we only have... I don't see nether... actually, there is no nether going this, so definitely nether brick is out. We do have stone brick stairs is allowed, and cobble would be allowed. So anything made of stone brick should be fine to use. Try some slabs from there. Let's see how this looks for our there you go, and then this will be our, well, obviously that can't be that way. We are going to need a bit of an enclosure here. Then we can put this here, and that's what gets us out onto the surface. Whoops! That wasn't a good idea. There you go. Now, actually that doesn't work quite well. Yeah. Let's try it this way. Well, might as well make that look consistent then. There you go, and it keeps it from being turned into an instant portal, that's for sure. Then we go out here, and we're going to need a door. Because, well, actually you need doors on both ends if it's going to act as an airlock. Door on both ends. Unfortunately, doors aren't subject to the limit rules. You can use any type of doors you want. Now, actually, sticky pistons. Now, I don't use much in the way of weird doors. Redstone type doors, sticky piston doors. Now, if there's ever been a situation that would call for it, this would be it. The problem is getting it to fit in. See, how would this work? If we put a sticky piston down here, and then we put our stairs there, I will need something redstone-y in order to set that off, in order to get an idea how that works. Do we have a redstone torch? Good, let's dump that into there. Where would I have to put something in order to set it off? How about there? Yeah. That would seal it off. And then I have another one on top. I could close it down on both ends. Then I'll just have to have a way to activate it and deactivate it. And that could be our airlock. We'll need some way to do the same thing up here. See, we'll need a sticky piston going down. Oh yeah. That goes there. This goes there. what would that do versus that? And if I put a redstone torch, I think what I need is a lever to do that. That's if I throw a lever here just to check it out. Can you put a lever there? That does nothing. Oh, because the piston is on the point above it. Can you put the... Yeah, right there. Good. And we put a... That closes it open. That opens and closes it. Of course, we need a better redstone system. That shows you the general idea, being able to open and close the thing, but you'll need some better redstone in order to make that look any way near reasonable to operate. Well, then that will go like that. And of course I'll need some way to do it on that end. Of course I could put the... raise the roof by 1? That might make that side easier. Let me ponder this. Seeing how the piston's already sticking above the roof, the idea of extending the roof up a little bit is probably not a bad idea. We try that for now. Good. That's all nice and sealed away. Good. Maybe that means I could put a... I still have a... Oh, because the lever's on the other side. Yeah. Alright, let's take this out for the moment. Bump that off. Good. See if I get the... I will, of course, need a way in and out on both ends. Ooh, the joys of redstone design. Well, the good news is they gave us a month extension on doing this particular build because there's not going to be a build with the November base rate. So if it took me a while to figure this out, not a major problem. Let's see, what if I do this over here? Through this over here? No, it has to be one higher than that. It has to be over here. Yeah. At least that tells me where I'm going to have to feed it. I'm going to need some redstone in order to do this. So we'll have to get to that later. For now, let's see how it looks. And we could do the redstone after we figure out everything else. That is... that just looks so out of place. Yeah, that looks out of place. And anyway, let's see. Alright, if we do this and come in and out, right. Oh, because we are going to need a similar item here, because we're going to need trap. Alright, that gives you the idea of this. Having a nice, simple airlock, we're going to need to have iron doors on either end, but we have to do it in such a way that is not going to be grossly inconvenient to anyone coming in and out. But at the same time, we could think of it as an airlock, whose job is to allow you to get in, change whatever the air, whether it's air mixture or pressure or whatever, and then go out the other end. With that done, maybe we should check to see what's going on downstairs. Let's see, this is fall, winter, spring, summer. Which would be the best place to head down? I would want... how about this as a good place for a stairway? Let's see. That's right, let's build the basement afterwards. Well, if this is, of course, a basement, then it doesn't have to be exactly the same width as whatever's upstairs, right? But it might be a good idea to make it so if possible. I ditched the idea of ignoring the dimensions upstairs and wound up mirroring them over here, which means now we need to take care of some walls here. Now I was wondering what was the best thing to use. I figured since we're underground and that this is going to be the wet area, that perhaps mossy cobblestone would be a good idea for this section. Actually, do I have that over here? Yes, I do. Well, I will add some mossy cobblestone here, and this will form the walls going all the way around, and it takes care of another item that I need in my palette. And fortunately, mossy cobblestone is something that I can have as much of it as I want, so I don't have to worry about am I going to get the exact number or not. For the floor, I have a crosshair of mossy cobble, and beneath that I'll be using mossy stone brick. This then is just a variation of stone brick, so that will be allowed because if you have a particular type, it has an asterisk on it, which means I can use any type of it that's available, and mossy is one of the types that's available. Now, for down here though, I'm going to go to below this because I am going to be putting some water here. Now, when I do, oh yeah, I'm also going to be needing areas for farmland. Yes. Let me think on this. This section will be pure water, which means I'm going to have to get the water here as much as I can. Over here, over here. I don't know how much of it I can get to be. Oh, yeah, this part too. I hear some more. What did I miss? Well, actually, I think it has stopped flowing. Okay, good. That's our little cistern over there. What do I do with the other 4 sections? Before I decide that, a little lighting. Two things to note. First off, if I want sea pickles to provide light, I really need more than one of them. But the other thing is, rather than using mossy stone brick over here, what about gravel? I do need to use gravel in this build, and I've been completely forgetting about that, so I think it's a good time to add some gravel, since that's a quite appropriate bedding to use for this over here, since they often do that in the overworld, right? Okay, let's do it. Gravel it is. Then we could add our sea pickles. This used up a total of 52 gravel, which means I have to use 14 more in the build. And what I was thinking is maybe I can handle that by putting a small pool in the middle of each of these sections. How about right here? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, that might be a good place to put it. We'll just put a small pool in front of each of these. Throw some gravel at the bottom of each of those. And of course, throw in some sea pickles for good measure. And we'll just do that all the way around. We'll also need a little bit of light on the sides to make sure that we don't get any nasties coming in and biting us when we get home to our base, because that's always bad to have spawnable locations all over your base. There you go. That should be plenty of light, right? Oh, actually, how much do we have here? 8. Yeah. Nice. I think that might actually do it. Good. Now we have a nice well-lit area. Now we'll need some farming area, which I could do over here. And what will be with the rest of the areas? We actually need a location that's going to be cleared out where Ed could put the podium if it's chosen, but that could probably be right over here. I think would be a good place for that. And then we could throw some beds here, and that could be a nice little base area down there. So next time we will do some touch-ups down there. Got a basic idea of what might be done there. And we have to consider what to do up here. And of course, still need to come up with a good idea for the airlock, because what I was doing last time, I don't think is just going to quite fit. We'll have to think on that on the next episode of the October 2018 Base Race build.